Alright guys, Money Man here. Today we want to follow up on a video that we did a day or two ago that said retire in 31 days. Okay? I know a lot of you probably have clicked on that and you wondered about the strategy behind it. If you have not watched that video, go back and do so, because you need that information as kind of a prerequisite to what we're going to talk about today. The math on that video is really exciting. It helps you understand some secrets that have worked for the elite and the wealthy for centuries, millennium. Okay? Now, we're going to talk today about a specific category of passive income. So you've seen the title of the video, passive income that has been proven for centuries. Okay? What we're talking about today is simply a form of real estate, but it's a little variation on real estate. It's more specifically mobile homes. It's not a real glamorous, exciting topic. A lot of folks, you know, they want to do real estate. They want to invest in higher-end homes or maybe apartments or other revenue income generating type properties. Okay? Mobile home industry is something that gets overlooked. I have personally invested in mobile homes for over 20 years, and I'm going to tell you right up front, I do not consider myself an expert, because I seem to learn something new every day. Just when I think that maybe I have learned everything there is, something unique will pop up and it'll remind me that you know, I am learning every day, sometimes minute by minute throughout the day. But I want to talk specifically about the mobile homes because I've got some experience with it. I've got some great friends and other investors that we have talked and commingled our information. So I'm going to give you just a highlight idea and a starting point. Because in the last video and some of the others, we've talked about giving you practical information that you can apply in your life today to change the trajectory of your financial situation. Okay? So that's what we want to do. We're going to bring you some practical information. We're going to give you just a scenario that plays out that in a 15-year time frame, and that's going to sound like forever for some of you guys, especially if you're younger. The younger you are, the more important it is for you to listen to this information. So don't get turned off by the time frame. This starts out very slow, but this is a very, very powerful machine that generates income for you while you're asleep and while you're doing anything else in life once it gets going. So here it is in a basic nutshell. We talk about going out and purchasing a used mobile home. We use an approximate round price of $20,000. And because in the beginning you're probably not going to own the property, so we just talked to you about finding a mobile home park in your local area, rent the lot from the owner, explain to them that you have interest in putting multiple homes over time. You're going to help them grow their park. Most of them are receptive to that. If you have issues with that, just go to the next person. Generally speaking, there's somebody in your location that will. If there's not, comment in the comment section. We've got investors that we help and co-invest with nationwide. So if it's something that we've got in your area, we'll try to give you some information. So if necessary, comment below and we'll try to help you. Okay. So in this particular scenario, we're going to go out, we're going to buy a used home. We're going to give $20,000 for it. That's going to be an all-in cost on average. We're going to rent the lot, but that's going to help. The $20,000 is going to buy the home, have it delivered, set up, maybe some repairs done. We're going to underpin it. We're going to put decks on it, hook up the water, power, and sewer. Okay. This is an analogy. This is just to give you an idea. In your local area, the cost of that home may be a little more. In some areas, you can get one for a little less. The income is going to be prorated. So in our scenario, we're going to spend $20,000. We're going to generate $350 per month of income. In some areas, you may spend a little more, but you'll get better income. Some areas less, but maybe less income. So it'll be proportionate to what we're talking about. Now, it is a very slow process for this first home. Okay? And for our illustration, we're going to assume that we paid no money down, when in all reality you're going to have to put some money into it. So this is going to require some discipline on your part. You're going to have to come up with a down payment depending on your credit. And in some other videos, we're going to talk about credit. So let's say right now you're listening to this and you're turned off. I don't have any money and I don't have any credit. Well, the first thing you need to do is start trying to save some money. We'll talk about some money saving tips and ideas in other videos, but that's your first thing, so stay tuned for those. Comment below if you have specific questions. The other thing is you're going to have to work on your credit. Your income can be repaired because you can make yourself more valuable with knowledge, and you can work more hours in the meantime of educating yourself to be worth more for your time. Okay? And then on your credit, it can be repaired. We tell folks, give us 12 to 18 months. Generally speaking, you can have your credit repaired quite a bit in that time frame, depending on your situation. So, now we've got that established. We're going to go out and we're going to buy the mobile home. We're going to generate some income. The first home, $20,000, generates $350. We're going to take about 55 months. We're going to round that to 60. It takes you 5 years for this thing to pay for itself. I know that's not real exciting. I've told people for years, it sort of feels like separating peanut butter from molasses. It is really slow, and I understand that. But just hang with me. It gets much more exciting. If you get through that, then you're going to go out and buy your second home. And I'm going to tell you right here before I even say the second home, you're going to get addicted to that income coming in. And when you start getting those income checks, you're going to, after seeing this math, you're going to say, hey, wait a minute, if I put a little extra, or if I sacrifice here, if I work a few more hours, or if I do something to generate some income outside of my regular job, perhaps, you can take that first 60 months and cut it down. So that makes this plan even more exciting. So you get the second home, the first home is paid for. Now, and look, I understand, guys, there's other fees, there's going to be insurance, there's going to be taxes. That's the reason we rounded the months up. I understand it's not a perfect world. I'm just giving you some topics and some ideas that have worked for folks, for me personally, and it's worked for folks that I have dealt with personally in my life. So we're passing on information here. Take it for what it is, use it and apply it. If it doesn't work for you, we understand that it's not for everybody, but it is a proven system for centuries. All right, so we got 2 homes paying for 1 home now. Cuts our time in half. So now we pay it out even quicker. And then we're going to go out and we're going to buy a 3rd home. It's going to pay for, 3 is going to pay for 1 much quicker than 1 or 2 do. So you see the theme here. We're going to go 4 homes paying for 1. We're going to put some math up on the screen. I'm sure you're seeing it by now. If you run down and you do the math, at 15 years, you've got 11 homes that are paid for. Now, I've seen people start this strategy, and it has been so exciting for them and so addictive to them. It has changed their financial mindset. Every spare penny they had, they put toward paying off that first one. So they've accelerated this program. I've seen people have multiples of this program done in the first 10 years because it's very exciting. And it captivates you. It gives you some freedom in life. It gives you time with your family. So I've seen people sacrifice in the front years to create themselves an extra decade or 2 at the end of this program for financial freedom. So my question to most people when I have an initial talk with them about investing and in what products and how is, what are you willing to give up today to earn yourself financial freedom sooner rather than later? And I've used this analogy, if this was presented to me as a young person, and this got my attention. If I gave you the option, would you rather have a pizza or a brand new Corvette? Most people, you know, you're gonna have a couple of knuckleheads that say, hey, I'll take the pizza. But let me tell you this. This analogy was given to me when I was going through a course trying to educate myself in this industry and in other industries. It was simply this. If you're studying for a test, and it's a very important test, and you need this to get you to that next level, and you're really bearing down in your study, maybe you're in a dorm room, for instance, and all the guys run by, or all the gals run by and say, hey, there's free pizza in the cafeteria. Everybody's welcome. Well, Do you stop right then and go for the free pizza? Or do you sacrifice the pizza? You study. You make the mark that you needed to. You get to the next level. You get the opportunity in the door open because somebody's seen your effort, and your effort was greater than the masses. Well, if you fast forward, and that one decision could have been the determining factor in just a few short years later that you're able to go to the dealership that perhaps one of your dorm or college mates work at and write a check for the new Corvette, because the opportunity that you brought yourself by that one sound decision changed your life. We're talking about practical, everyday decisions that will impact your life and your family's life and the sphere and the circle around you. You can take this knowledge and apply it, and you can help people in life. There's been a few feelings in my life that have been overwhelming to me. My children being born, the day I met my wife, and I get an overwhelming feeling when I'm able to help somebody financially, because it is satisfying, and I hope that everybody gets to experience that on a mighty level at some point in their life. All right, guys, and also remember, help us build this channel. Help us share this video. We've got some exciting information that we would like to bring out, and we want to go on some remote shoots. We want to show this stuff in action, some of the other ways to generate not just a passive income, but we want to show you how to take a small amount of money and turn that quickly so that you can start some of the passive avenues. We understand you've got to have some money to start with, and saving money paycheck to paycheck is difficult, but we want to bring you some exciting information on how to turn just a small amount into a large amount. Help us do that. Share the videos and help us build the channel so that we can bring you this information. Thank you guys very, very much.